My name is Odion Peter, the CEO and founder of the Prime Agency and Consulting Firm. And we're based here in Turkey. We have branches all over the world, mostly Africa's, Lagos, Benin, Abuja, Owerri, Abraka, Kenya, and Cameroon. So today we'll be discussing the latest challenges that most people face in 2023, issues we are having about resident permit. First of all, I would like to tell you people that in 2023, we all know since last year, having a resident permit in the country has been one of the biggest challenges for foreigners who have visas, who have tourist visas, and they can't get resident permit. But right now, in 2023, we found a solution to it. If you come to Turkey with a resident with a tourist visa, you can either apply as a student and get the resident permit instead of applying as a tourist, because you can no longer get tourist permit with tourist visa. But if you come with tourist visa, you can buy a property of $75,000 and you can get your resident permit. So if you are planning to come to Turkey for the purpose of tourism, medical, or business, I will advise you to go for probably student, get the tourist visa if you can, get the business visa if you can, get the medical visa if you can. Any of the visa you have, come to us, we'll help you get the resident permit. In this year, 2023, we have, actually the law have not changed that much. Now, we all know since last year, when you're applying for a resident permit, you should have NOFUS. Your house address where you are staying must be registered on your name, and the electricity bill you are using, either water, gas, or electricity, must be on your name. One of them should be there. Then your passport photograph, and your resident permit. That is all you need for the renewal. I usually advise people, when you are renting an apartment, please make sure that you rent. If you are going to share apartment with people or probably with someone, make sure it's like 2 rooms or 3 rooms where you can actually add your name. We have 3 bills in Turkey. We have electricity bill, we have gas bill, we have internet bill. So your name should be included in one of these bills. So there's no way you can say out of the 3 bills, your name is not there. So your name should be. If your name is not there, then you have to probably change apartment. Probably the people living in the house, they have used their name on it. So change apartment, get a new apartment, get a new place where you can actually register your name on the bill, because it's one of the requirements in 2023. Now, for the first timer, you can't use Aksaray, you can't use Başakşehir, you can't use Avcılar, you can't use Esenyurt. So these are the places where you can't use. The law still remain. But for those who are renewing, like if you are renewing for the first time, make sure you know the address you use to get the first resident permit. If it is Esenyurt, you can still use Esenyurt to get the resident permit. But if your first permit is, for example, like Mecidiyeköy, Şişli, or somewhere else, you can't use Esenyurt to get even if you have the nüfus and all the requirement documents complete, you can't use Esenyurt. So you have to know like people living in Esenyurt, their first permit is Esenyurt, second permit is Esenyurt, they can keep renewing as long as they are still living in Esenyurt. But you can't leave Beylikdüzü as the first timer and coming to Esenyurt to renew. It won't work, they will cancel it. If you're a student, like we have universities in Esenyurt, like Esenyurt University. If you're schooling in Esenyurt and your resident permit is in Esenyurt, you can use Esenyurt address for student. But if you can't be schooling in Şişli or probably in Gelişim, which is in Avcılar, and you are using Esenyurt to renew, it's not possible. Most people, as a student, use the school address to apply, while the permit will go to the school. It differs, because last year, resident permit, insurance, and tax was probably like 1,500 Turkish lira, but now it's like double, 100%, like times 2 of what we were paid before. So also it depends, agency fee and all charges all inclusive. Or I believe if you want to renew, like if you are using my agency, you come to me, I'll be able to give you special discount and probably tell you how much to pay, and my workman, my fee, my charges fee, and my service fee and all. Like some people choose to book resident permit, they will go and pay themselves. While some will choose you should pay everything for them, all inclusive. So I can't give you a general price because it's not all inclusive. Some don't want all inclusive. Some just want just the booking and the tax payment, while some want everything total package. So the prices differs. But just have it at the back of your mind that it's no longer what we used to pay last year. Now, I usually give advice to my client, like once your permit is rejected as a first timer, I will advise you to leave the country and come back again with another visa. Now, for renewal, if your resident permit is declined, The first reasons why that permit was declined is based on the address you use. 90% is the address. Most of them don't know the right location, the right committee to use. So when you use a wrong address and your permit is cancelled, you can't sue the government to court or anything. Probably you can't ask them questions, why my permit. You can ask them, but they will tell you the reason. If you know the reason and if you can open a court case, fine, you open a court case to be in the country for 1 more year. But if you can't open a court case, it's rather you leave the country and come back again on that visa, then apply fresh. Yeah, I would like to advise people who are applying for resident permit to be watchful, to be mindful of the address they are using. Like most people actually use address they don't know anything about. Then, and along the line, what I would like to tell people is agents are not the one to grant your resident permit. We are not the one to grant the resident permit. We are just helping. We're just a neutral man like everyone here, but we are like experts who can guide you through the process. We can only guide you through, but we are not to determine your resident permit. So I wouldn't want people, when your permit is rejected or when you have issues with immigration and or you accuse agents for doing this. We only book for you, pay your tax like every other person. We do everything for you, but we are not to grant it. It's left for the immigration to decide. We can tell you, do something. Like if you come to me and say, okay, buy a property, buy something, get a resident permit, get Turkish citizen, get it. We can only give you the guidelines. We are not to issue the resident, but we only guide you not to make that mistakes. But what I will tell people is this: when you are coming to Turkey, I'm not going to discourage you. If you have the means of getting Turkish tourist visa, get it and come, you will get the resident permit. If you are coming on a medication, you come, you will get the resident permit. On education, we all know it's 100% guarantee, you'll get the resident permit. So whatever visa you choose to have, depending on your age, just get it and contact the Prime. We will help you out.